Only in my 30s, when I decided I would really want to work with this gift, did I explore how to tap into it myself. At the age of 23 first, I decided I don't want nothing to do with this. It was a daily struggle. It was a fear of darkness that I had from childhood, and quite often, and I still do struggle a bit with insomnia today, not nearly as bad as it was, because every time I fell asleep, it felt like I woke up with my energy drained. And at the time, I couldn't understand it. So usually at night, I would be there, like I would try to stay awake until I couldn't anymore. And quite often as a child, I had blue rings under my eyes. And it was a case of everybody around me understanding it, but telling me that it's not real and that's not normal, and that it doesn't exist quite a lot of the times. Even when my mum would open the door and somebody would walk in and I say, "Hi, Aunt," let's call her Jane, and I'll say, "Hello, Uncle Paul," and then I kind of, in those, my mum used to say, "No, Daleen, no." "He died, don't you know?" And I would see him in front of me. And as a young child, without having the support, and this is one of the reasons I'm telling my story, because I feel there's a lot of people out there with this intuitive gift that they don't know what to do with it. And even a lot of people that would like to access this gift to connect deeper to their soul journey, for many, many reasons. But later in my life, in my 20s, I was about 23 years old. I decided, this is it. I don't want to work with it. And every single day I just said, and now I'm calling it work. In those days it wasn't work. It was more, it was just there. I thought I could read palms. I used to touch people's hands and then look at the lines and read books about it. But when I touched people's hands, I didn't realize that I was exceptionally good with energy and that I'm picking up their energy, and wasn't a great palm reader, but just connected to their energy. But then, in any case, at the age of 23, I decided to push all of this away and just carry on with a regular life. And anybody like me, for me, one of my biggest dreams was just to be normal. I knew I wasn't like everybody else. I just didn't know what to do with it. And in South Africa at the time, especially in the time before there was Google at my fingertips, it was incredibly hard to figure out what this is and what I need to do with this. And I went for a couple of years where I experimented and read up, and I even took regular playing cards and started naming them and putting a meaning to each card, and did card readings for people. My interest in this was really big, but I didn't know how to develop it until I was, I would say, about 34 years old.